He'll come back to me. With just 5 haunting words, Rashida has the entire internet spiraling. A single video, only 47 seconds long, posted on her private account, now leaked, has ignited a firestorm of drama, betrayal, and heartbreak that fans never saw coming. It's the rawest we've ever seen her. No makeup, no filters. Just Rashida, with puffy eyes, a trembling voice, and a look of someone who's lost everything, or someone. And what she said. It's now etched into the minds of millions. He'll come back to me. He has to. Speculation is at an all-time high. Is she talking about Kirk Frost, her longtime partner, the man she's stood by through cheating scandals, secret babies, and public humiliation? Or is this about someone new, someone even closer to home? Fans are dissecting every word, every breath, every tear, trying to unravel the truth behind this final, desperate message. Meanwhile, social media is exploding. Hashtags like hashtag pray for Rasheeda and hashtag comeback Kirk are trending. Some say it's a publicity stunt. Others swear this is the realest moment we've ever seen from the love and hip-hop star. One thing's for sure, something huge went down behind the scenes. Something she never wanted to share. Until now, and now, the secrets are pouring out. In the next hour, we're diving deep into everything. The leaked text messages, the family betrayal, the secret trip to Miami, and the woman who just entered the picture claiming to have Kirk's second child. That's right, second child. And you won't believe who the baby mama is. So grab your tea, because this is the scandal nobody's ready for and the heartbreak that may just break Rashida for good. Stay tuned, this is one drama-filled roller coaster you do not want to miss. The camera shakes slightly as the leaked clip opens. It's a dim-lit bedroom. Rashida seated at the edge of her bed, clutching what looks like a sweatshirt. Her voice is hoarse. Her cheeks are stained with tears. He'll come back to me. He has to. That's all she says before the video cuts to black. But that tiny fragment was all it took to light social media on fire. People rushed to decode the context. At first, everyone assumed it was Kirk again. After all, this wouldn't be the first time he disappeared on her. Fans were quick to resurface his past wrongdoings, the secret apartment, the strip club escapades, the cheating scandal that left Rashida broken on national TV, and of course, the infamous baby with Jasmine. But this time, something felt different. This wasn't the usual heartbreak. This wasn't a woman clinging to a toxic man out of routine. There was panic in her voice, fear, and desperation. Within hours, anonymous sources began coming forward. One claimed that Rashida had discovered something Kirk had kept hidden for years. Another alleged that Kirk had packed up and flown to Miami suddenly without informing anyone, including Rashida. And then came the texts. Screenshots were leaked of a heated conversation believed to be between Rashida and Kirk, where Rashida allegedly wrote, "I told you I could forgive the past, but this I can't take." Not from her. The identity of her became the biggest mystery in the love and hip-hop universe overnight. By morning, fans were throwing out every name imaginable. Jasmine. Nope, too obvious. Some thought it might be one of Rashida's friends. Others guessed a fellow cast member. But then a verified account under the name Nia Frost, previously unknown to the public, posted a cryptic message on Instagram. "Blood don't lie. DNA proves everything. I'm not hiding anymore." The post included a blurred-out birth certificate, and the father's name. Kirk Frost. Gasoline, meat fire. At this point, the blogs were feasting. Nia Frost, as it turns out, wasn't a random woman. She was someone much, much closer to the family. Rumors swirled that she was connected to Kirk's past, even before Rashida. One story claimed she was his cousin's ex. Another said she was a former assistant turned close friend. But the most explosive theory, that Nia had been part of Rashida's inner circle all along, and had been harboring Kirk's secret second child for over 2 years. "I'm not trying to ruin her," Nia said in a now-deleted Instagram Live. "But if she's out here, pretending her marriage is perfect, while my baby can't even get a phone call on his birthday, nah, I'm not staying quiet no more." The live was only up for 15 minutes, but it was enough to change everything. She showed photos of a little boy, around 2 years old, with Kirk's signature eyes. Fans were torn. Some accused Naja of chasing clout, others pointed out the child's striking resemblance to Kirk. One viewer commented, "That baby looked more like Kirk than Kirk's actual kids." Brutal. Meanwhile, Rashida had gone radio silent. No posts, no comments, no appearances. People started to worry. Had she broken down completely? Was she planning to leave Kirk? Or worse, was she about to expose all of them? Her mother, Charlene, broke the silence first. In a surprise move, she called into a local Atlanta radio station, clearly angry. "My daughter has had it, and let me tell you something. When Rashida shuts down, that means the storm is coming. Kirk messed up big time this time. And that woman, that Nia, she better be ready for what's coming." Charlene's words only added more fuel to the fire. Fans now believed the betrayal was deeper than anyone imagined, not just infidelity, but betrayal of family, loyalty, and truth. But even more shocking than Charlene's words was who did show up publicly just 24 hours later. Kirk himself. He posted a single Instagram story, a black screen, one sentence. "Y'all believe anything." That was it. No denial. No explanation, just deflection. But fans weren't having it. Comments flooded in, attacking him for dodging accountability yet again. One fan wrote, "If Rashida forgives you this time, she might as well marry the devil." Another said, "Kirk's got more baby mamas than plot twists on Netflix." But then came a twist nobody expected. Late that night, a second video of Rashida leaked. This one wasn't just a clip, it was almost 4 minutes long. And it was brutal. In the video, she's sitting in her closet, surrounded by designer heels and bags, but she looks completely undone. Her voice cracks as she says, "For years, I've defended him. I've made excuses. I told y'all to stay out of my marriage. I told myself that love was enough. But now, I don't even know who I married." She goes on to talk about a letter she found hidden inside a drawer in their shared office, a letter she claims was from Naja, dated before the child was even born. She warned him. She begged him to tell me the truth before it got out, and he didn't. He just let me keep loving him while lying every day. The pain in her voice is impossible to ignore. "You want to know what hurts the most?" she says, wiping away tears. "It's not that he had another baby. It's that he looked me in the eyes every morning and told me I was all he needed, and the whole time, he had another life, another family." The video ends with a moment that left fans completely shattered. Rashida stands up, walks over to a Louis Vuitton bag in the corner, and pulls out Kirk's passport and wedding ring. She looks straight into the camera and says, "You left. Now I'm letting go." That clip was never meant to be seen. Sources say it was part of a private diary Rashida had been recording for therapy. But someone, maybe a friend, maybe an enemy, leaked it, and within hours, it had gone viral. Over 12 million views. Trending #1 on YouTube. Comments from celebrities. Tweets from cast members. Even Cardi B posted, "Damn Rashida. You didn't deserve that." The internet had officially taken sides. Team Rashida versus Team Kirk. The family was divided. Rashida's oldest son reportedly unfollowed Kirk on Instagram and posted a cryptic quote, "Blood doesn't always make you family. Loyalty does." Fans quickly started speculating whether even the kids were turning on Kirk and whether a divorce was finally on the horizon. But just when things seemed like they couldn't get worse, a new voice entered the chat, a voice that changed everything. And that's where things really start to spiral. Just when the internet thought it had digested the full extent of Rashida and Kirk's crumbling marriage, a new player stepped into the spotlight, and everything changed overnight. This wasn't just a random bystander or a third party stirring the pot. No, this was someone with direct ties to both Rashida and Kirk. Someone who knew all the dirty little secrets but had kept silent. Until now. Enter Jasmine Washington, former friend turned outspoken whistleblower. Jasmine took to Instagram Live in the early hours, her voice steady but laced with bitterness. "Look," she said, glaring directly into the camera. "I'm tired of watching Rashida play the victim while Kirk runs around like he's the king of Atlanta. The truth is, this family's been rotten for years. And if you think this second baby drama is the worst, you haven't seen half of it." Fans immediately recognized Jasmine, the woman who famously had a secret baby with Kirk years ago. A scandal that rocked the reality TV world and almost tore Rashida apart back then. But Jasmine's appearance now was different. No coy smiles, no sugarcoating. She was here to spill everything. "I'm not coming for Rashida, I'm coming for the truth," Jasmine continued. "And if you think Rashida's heartbreak is new, think again. She's been living in denial for years. Kirk's been two-timing her since day one. And now, with this new woman and their baby? Girl, that's just the tip of the iceberg." The live video instantly went viral, pulling in millions of views within hours. But the real shock came when Jasmine dropped this bombshell. Nia isn't just some side chick. She's been embedded in their circle for over 3 years. She was the reason Rashida's closest friends started drifting away. They were told to keep quiet. But the truth always finds a way out. At this revelation, the internet exploded. Fans were scrambling to piece together the timeline. When did Rashida's friends start acting strange? Who else might have been keeping secrets? And was Kirk's betrayal even worse than anyone imagined? Meanwhile, inside the Frost household, emotions were running dangerously high. Rashida was reportedly devastated beyond words, according to an insider close to the family. She trusted her inner circle, the source said, and to find out one of them was hiding this secret for years. It shattered her. She feels like she's been stabbed in the back, not just by Kirk, but by everyone she thought she could count on. And it wasn't just Rashida. The family as a whole was left divided, torn between loyalty, anger, and confusion. Kirk's own mother, Nia Frost, was said to be heartbroken and ashamed, while Rashida's mother, Charlene, doubled down on her stance, publicly vowing to protect her daughter at all costs and calling for Kirk to come clean or step aside. As the drama intensified, sources revealed that Rashida confronted Kirk in a private explosive argument, one that reportedly lasted for hours and included shouting, crying, and accusations flying faster than anyone could keep up with. In one heated exchange, Rashida allegedly said, "How many more lies do you have to tell before I'm allowed to breathe? How many kids, how many secrets? I gave you everything and this is how you repay me." Kirk's response, "You don't get it, Rashida? It's complicated. You never wanted to see the truth." The argument ended with Rashida packing her bags, vowing to take their children and move out, a move that stunned fans, who thought the couple was on the brink of reconciliation. But just when it seemed Rashida was finally breaking free, an unexpected twist came from Nia herself. In a rare interview with a popular YouTube channel, she opened up about her side of the story. "I never wanted to be the villain," Nia said, her voice soft but firm. "Yes, I have a child with Kirk. But I didn't plan for this to tear apart a family. I wanted honesty. I wanted Kirk to be a father to my son. But when Rashida started getting suspicious, things spiraled. I didn't want a war. I wanted peace." Nia's statement sent shockwaves through the fanbase. Many began questioning who the real victim was in this messy situation. Was Rashida a betrayed wife? Or was Nia a woman left in the shadows, desperate for recognition? Meanwhile, the children were reportedly caught in the middle of this family feud, with friends close to Rashida sharing that the eldest son had been acting out at school, struggling to cope with the mounting tension at home. The public reaction was swift and savage. Some fans sympathized with Rashida's pain, flooding her social media with supportive messages. Others sided with Kirk, arguing he was a victim of circumstance. But the biggest shock came when Kirk himself posted a statement on Instagram, a rare moment of vulnerability that surprised everyone. He wrote, "I'm a father first. I'm a husband second. I'm human. I've made mistakes. Yes, but my children deserve to know I love them all, unconditionally. I'm working on being better for them, for Rashida, for myself." While some called it a heartfelt apology, others saw it as damage control, a desperate attempt to salvage a crumbling image. Back in Atlanta, rumors began swirling about possible reconciliation talks, with insiders whispering that Rashida might be willing to consider couples therapy. But the question on everyone's lips was, could trust ever be rebuilt after so many betrayals? And just as fans started to catch their breath, yet another twist unfolded. An anonymous tip revealed that Kirk was planning a secret meeting with Nia, a meeting supposedly to discuss custody arrangements for their son. This news sent Rashida's camp into a frenzy, with her team reportedly advising her to prepare for a custody battle. At this point, it felt like the family's private lives were being played out for the entire world to watch, a messy, painful soap opera with no clear ending. As the days passed, more leaks appeared online, private messages between Kirk and Nia, candid photos of Rashida in tears, and even audio clips of phone calls where voices raised in anger and sorrow. The story was far from over. In fact, if anything, it was just heating up. And all the while, fans waited with bated breath to see what Rashida's next move would be. Would she fight for her family? Walk away for good? Or reveal even more secrets? That could change everything. Stay tuned, because the roller coaster is far from finished. Just when everyone thought the storm might finally calm, the custody rumors exploded into full-blown chaos. Sources close to Rashida revealed that the alleged secret meeting between Kirk and Nia wasn't just for discussion, it was the beginning of a legal battle that could redefine the entire Frost family dynamic. Rashida, once the calm and composed matriarch, was reportedly fierce and unyielding behind closed doors. According to insiders, she immediately consulted top lawyers in Atlanta, determined to protect her children's future and her own dignity. She's been through a lot, one source confided, but when it comes to her kids, she's a warrior. She won't let anyone come between them, not even Kirk. But Kirk wasn't backing down either. Friends close to him say he's desperate to maintain a relationship with his son, and willing to fight for custody despite the growing public backlash. He loves all his children, said one friend, Annie. He's not going to let this situation tear his family apart without a fight. The battle lines were drawn, and the family was left more divided than ever. At the center of this legal tug-of-war was Nia, who claimed she had been forced into the shadows for years. While Kirk's official family lived their lives in the spotlight. I want my son to have a father, Nia told reporters, but I also want Rashida to know that we're not the enemy. This isn't a battle, it's a family trying to survive. But Rashida's response was swift and cutting. In a private text leaked to the press, she reportedly told Kirk, "I'm not going to pretend everything's okay when you've been living a double life. You either choose us, or you lose everything." That message quickly went viral, fueling the fire. On both sides, the drama wasn't just limited to legal threats. Behind the scenes, emotions ran so high that the Frost household was reportedly unlivable. Friends, said Rashida and Kirk, barely spoke outside of legal counsel, with tension thick enough to cut with a knife. Even their children were said to be confused and scared, caught in the middle of a battle that had gone far beyond television drama. To make matters worse, whispers began to spread about Rashida's extended family getting involved. Her sister, known for her outspoken nature, was seen posting cryptic messages on social media about loyalty and betrayal. Meanwhile, Kirk's relatives were rumored to be holding emergency meetings to decide how to protect the family's reputation amid the growing scandal. Fans watched every move, every post, every Instagram story, waiting for the next bombshell. And then, in a surprise twist, Rashida released a statement, not to the press, but directly to her fans. "Thank you for your support," she wrote. "This has been one of the hardest seasons of my life, but I'm fighting for my children, my peace, and my truth. No matter what happens, I will always put my family first." The message was short but powerful, and it sparked an outpouring of support. Hashtags like #StandWith Rasheeda and #ProtectTheFrostKids began trending worldwide, with fans rallying behind the embattled star. But the drama wasn't over yet. Shortly after, a shocking audio clip surfaced, allegedly a phone conversation between Kirk and Nia recorded without his knowledge. In the clip, Kirk is heard expressing frustration about Rashida's constant accusations and saying, "I just want peace. I'm tired of fighting." Nia in the recording replies softly, "We all want peace, Kirk. But it's going to take more than silence to fix this." The clip instantly divided the public. Some accused Kirk of being a victim caught between two women. Others condemned him for his apparent wariness in facing the consequences of his actions. Meanwhile, Rashida took the opportunity to address the clip in a heartfelt Instagram post, writing, "Peace starts with honesty. And until that happens, there can be no healing." In the following days, rumors swirled that Rashida was considering stepping away from the spotlight entirely. Sources close to her said she was exhausted and yearning for privacy, possibly thinking about relocating out of Atlanta to start fresh with her children. Fans were torn. Many urged her to stay strong, reminding her of the powerful voice she had built over the years. Others worried the relentless public scrutiny might be too much to handle. But then, the unexpected happened. Kirk posted a video on his Instagram, addressing the rumors head-on. In the clip, he appeared emotional and candid. "To my family, my fans, and my children," he said, "I know I've made mistakes. I know I hurt people I love. But I'm committed to making things right. I ask for your prayers as we work through this." The video broke the internet. Fans praised Kirk for his honesty, but skeptics questioned whether it was a genuine apology or a strategic move to salvage his image. As the days passed, behind-the-scenes whispers suggested that Rashida and Kirk had started tentative talks about co-parenting and counseling, but trust, many believed, was shattered beyond repair. Meanwhile, Nia continued to post updates about her son, occasionally sharing adorable family moments. Fans speculated that she was positioning herself as a co-parenting mom, ready to fight for her child's place in Kirk's life without resorting to public drama. And just as the story seemed to be settling into this uneasy truce, a new leak emerged, this time, private text exchanges between Rashida and a close friend, expressing deep doubts about her future with Kirk. In one message, Rashida wrote, "I don't know if I can do this anymore. The betrayal cuts too deep. But the kids, they deserve a stable home." Her friend replied, "You're stronger than you think. Whatever you decide, we're here." The leak sent fans into a frenzy, speculating that a divorce announcement might be imminent. The Frost family saga had evolved from reality TV scandal to a heart-wrenching tale of love, loss, and survival with no clear end in sight. And with every new twist, the world watched, waiting for the next chapter to unfold. As the public watched this tangled web of secrets, lies, and heartbreak unfold, emotions ran hotter than ever. The once glamorous Frost family, beloved by millions, now seemed like a fragile house of cards on the brink of collapse. Fans, friends, and family alike were left reeling, trying to make sense of a story that felt equal parts heartbreaking and scandalous. Rashida's silence in the days following the leaked texts and Kirk's emotional video only intensified speculation. While she remained off social media, her close circle began speaking out on her behalf. One longtime friend told a popular entertainment blog, "She's grieving. It's not just about the betrayal. It's about losing the future she dreamed of. But Rashida is a fighter. She's not going to let this break her." Inside the Frost household, sources reported that Rashida was spending more time with her children than ever before, shielding them from the chaos, trying to create a sanctuary amid the storm. "She's making sure they feel loved and safe," the insider said. "She's protective, and her priority is their well-being." But even as Rashida worked to heal herself and her family, the world was watching every move. The media frenzy showed no signs of slowing down. New leaks, fresh gossip, and exclusive interviews flooded the airwaves daily, each revealing more about the fractures within the Frost clan. Meanwhile, Kirk seemed to oscillate between public remorse and defiant silence. His social media posts were sparse, often cryptic, a photo here, a quote there, leaving fans wondering if he was genuinely trying to rebuild or simply weathering the storm. This ambiguity led to fierce debates online. On one side, fans admired his effort to acknowledge mistakes and seek forgiveness. On the other, many condemned him for what they saw as a pattern of deception and disrespect toward Rashida. In a surprising move, Rashida finally broke her silence during an exclusive interview with a well-known talk show host. Sitting gracefully, but with a fierce glint in her eyes, she addressed the pain, the betrayal, and the road ahead. "I've loved deeply and trusted blindly," she said. "But what I've learned is that love alone isn't enough. You need respect, honesty, and loyalty. When those things are taken from you, it forces you to find strength you didn't know you had." She paused, gathering herself before continuing. "My focus now is my children and my peace. Whatever happens with Kirk, this family will survive. We will heal. And I want everyone going through hardship to know they can, too." The interview was met with an outpouring of support. Fans praised Rashida's courage, calling her an inspiration and a queen who refuses to be broken. But as hope flickered, a fresh storm was brewing. Reports surfaced that Kirk and Nia's custody battle was heating up, with both sides allegedly preparing for a contentious legal fight. Court dates were rumored to be set, and insiders hinted at fierce negotiations behind closed doors. For Rashida, the prospect of watching her husband fight for custody with another woman was a bitter pill. Yet friends say she remained composed, channeling her energy into her music, her business ventures, and her children. Meanwhile, social media exploded, with fan theories and heated debates. Was Kirk trying to save his legacy? Was Nia seeking justice for her son? And where did that leave Rashida, the woman who had built an empire while loving a man who betrayed her? Amongst the chaos, smaller moments of humanity shone through. Fans noticed Rashida posting throwback photos of happier times with Kirk and their family, captions tinged with nostalgia and sorrow. On the other hand, Kirk shared videos of his son laughing, clearly trying to hold on to the bonds he cherished. Through it all, one thing became clear. This was no longer just a story about betrayal and scandal. It was about family, complicated, messy, and raw. And as the world waited with bated breath, one question lingered in everyone's mind. Could the Frost family find peace and redemption? Or was this just the beginning of a much longer, more painful chapter? Only time would tell. As we reach the end of this roller coaster saga, one thing is crystal clear. Rashida's journey is far from over. From heartbreak to betrayal, from viral messages to custody battles. This story has captured the hearts and minds of millions and left us all wondering what the future holds for the Frost family. Will Rashida find the peace and happiness she so desperately deserves? Can Kirk make amends and rebuild trust, or has the damage gone too deep? And where does little Nia's son fit into this tangled web of love, loyalty, and legacy? The emotions have run high, the drama has been intense, and the family has been left divided, but through it all, Rashida's strength shines brightest. She reminds us that even in the darkest moments, hope and resilience can prevail. Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think will happen next? Is Rashida ready to move on and rebuild, or is there still a chance for reconciliation? Do you believe Kirk's apologies, or do you side with Rashida's fight to protect her family? And what role do you think Nia will play as this story continues to unfold? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we're reading every single one. Don't forget to hit that like button if you've been following this drama, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a beat of the latest celebrity news and reality TV updates. This Frost family saga is a wild ride, and trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.